what are the strategies? How are we going to set the strategy to overcome the criticism roadblock? Well, the first strategy is that you need to realize. So it's realization, realizing that criticism will inevitably come. It will come to all of us. Some of us daily, some of us at least weekly, monthly. It just rolls off people's tongues. Most of the times it comes from people who know us best. Remember KFC, their criticism came from the entire world. Think about that for a minute. That has a pretty big impact. But you're going to get criticized, particularly if you're in the public eye. Even if you're not, your boss will criticize you. Your employees will criticize you. Your friends will criticize you. Your teammates will criticize you. Your children will criticize you. Your parents will criticize you. Your competition will criticize you. The list goes on and on. So that's the first strategy, just realizing that it's going to happen. The second strategy is evaluation. So now that you know that you're going to be criticized eventually, evaluate and categorize the criticism when it comes in. This is important. There are 3 categories that we're going to discuss for criticism in the evaluation process. The first category is criticism that has no basis in fact. Criticism comes under this category because of something, not something wrong with us, but because of something wrong with the criticizer. Not only that, some of it's simply misguided. Think about Gary Vee, think about Benjamin Franklin, think about Zig Ziglar, what they said. It's misguided. People don't know you. Half the time they don't know what they're talking about, or they're fools, or the only success that they're going to achieve is when they take a bite out of you. So that's the first category. And category 2, criticism that is true. What? You mean to tell me that some of the criticism is true? We've been talking about letting it go in one ear and out the other. No, criticism sometimes is true. Some of it's right on target. Admitting that helps us plan on how we can overcome or move past the criticism, correct ourselves, correct the issue. If you realize that the intent of the criticism is to help you, it is constructive, then you can utilize that to better yourself. And then the third category is when it's a little bit of both. It could be partially correct, partially false. Ignore the incorrect part and focus on the true part. Again, Jeff Bezos, you listen, you ask, are they right? Or even if they're not completely right, is there some piece of it that's right that you can be inspired by? Sometimes criticism is partially true. There's little pieces of it that are true. Can you parse that out? And can you take a little bit from it and be inspired by it? So the first category is realization. The second one is evaluation. The third category is contemplation. Contemplate what can be done about the criticism. If it's accurate or partially accurate, then develop a plan to correct it. It may be tough. It may be a tough pill to swallow sometimes, but you need to develop a plan to correct it. If it isn't accurate, then do what these others said. Just let it go. Move past it. Don't resent. You're not being persecuted. Don't hold resentment against the criticizers. Move past it. Just move on. So the fourth strategy to overcoming criticism is activation. Now it's time to act on it. Think again about the Kentucky Fried Chicken illustration. The entire world, 7 billion people did not like their fries. Again, the entire world. The fries must have been really bad, right? They must have been awful if 7 billion people don't like them. So don't just let it go. Correct the problem. Activate a plan. So how did Kentucky Fried Chicken handle the situation? They realized that criticism comes. They evaluated it and categorized it as true. They contemplated a response and activated a plan to overcome the criticism. 9 months after the entire world, after 7 billion people confirmed that they did not like Kentucky Fried Chicken's fried, 9 months of contemplation, 9 months of planning, they responded via Twitter. You told us no one likes our fries, so new ones are coming soon. Yours sincerely, KFC.